Well, hi there members, welcome to our first ever episode of Car Talk with Michelle. Today's member is Theo Demopoulos, and we're going to talk to Theo about the beautiful Dodge Challenger Hellcat Redeye that he imported from overseas. We're going to go for a drive in it, and then we're going to sit down and talk to Theo about what he loves about this car. So sit back and enjoy. Now Theo, what made you import the Hellcat?
About 2 years ago, I was watching Graveyard Cars, this TV series, and I loved it. Mark Wyman, he was funny, humorous, and the way they were doing up those cars. I just got a love for Mopars. And then actually when we went with Rob Lacerto and put a deposit on the C8, on the Corvette, they're procrastinating for 2 years now. What's going on? Are they coming? Are they going? So that's how it started. They had the idea.
Wow, okay. What's the difference between the Hellcat and the Redeye?
Well, it's a Dodge Challenger Hellcat, and the Hellcat is 707 horsepower,
707?
while the Redeye is tweaked to go to 797.
Wow. That's amazing. What's it actually like driving on the road with a horsepower car of 800?
It's very sedate. You can drive it very sedately, yeah. It drives very nicely, comfortable. Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your car, model.
It's a 2019 Dodge Challenger Hellcat Redeye SRT. I got the, should I say about the broker? I'm sorry. Howard.
Yes.
It took me a while to find a broker who can bring the car in.
Right, okay.
So after looking at 6 or 7 of them, and the main criteria that I was looking for is the actual T-bar, the snib, where you change the selector, the gear selectors, was on the right place. And after finding him, I said, this is what I want, a blue car with those options. And he found me first, second, third, I think. And around the fourth, he said, I found you one, a Hellcat, Redeye, a little bit dearer than the Hellcat, but the colour that you want and all the options that you want. And I said, well, let's go for it. Yeah,
that definitely ticked the box, didn't it?
Absolutely.
So was it an easy process importing this car?
Look, because some might say of COVID, I reckon it normally takes 3 to 4 months, and it took twice as long.
Okay.
And because of, they reckon, COVID, but then there was a stupid thing that the Porsche dealer did in California, Los Angeles. He put the car for sale without a clean title.
Oh, okay, wow.
I mean, if you did that in Australia, you'd be taken to ASIC or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
So that took a long time.
Okay.
And they reckon it was because of COVID and this, that and the other. Anyway, it was very stressful. It caused me a lot of blood pressure. Yes.
Or I shouldn't say extra grey hairs, a few grey hairs?
Grey hairs. And the other thing too, they weren't communicating as much as I wanted.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've spent all this money, and that's the other thing too that we should bring, I should give feedback. When you do your homework and your due diligence to find out who's going to bring you your car, there are options. If you want to pay the whole lot, or if you want to pay in installments. I had to pay the whole lot.
Oh, wow, okay.
There was no option to say, look, pay for the car, or half the car, or a deposit, and the rest when you get the car.
So that was you were very trustworthy then,
I had to be.
Yeah.
And my wife was very, very apprehensive.
Okay.
But luckily I got her support. You can't do something like that without having the support of your wife. Oh. And I have to be very grateful.
That's very lovely.
Yes.
Now, what's your favourite thing about the car?
Well, the wine.
Oh.
The
Can you describe,
supercharger
could you
whine.
describe that at all?
Well, you can't. It's like a banshee.
Oh, banshee.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of videos over the years, and that's the one thing that I love about it, because I've got the HSV, the GTSR, and that's supercharged, but it doesn't have that whine.
Doesn't have the whine.
You have to spend, I think, 15, 20 grand to get it to whine like that.
Wow.
And this has it.
Just, yeah. And I know you take it to quite a few car shows and that around. What sort of reaction do you get?
Quite a lot. Even on the road, people sticking their thumbs up and saying...
Do you think they know what it is?
A lot of them do, but some don't.
Yeah.
You know, but that's okay. They keep asking, what is it? I Dodge. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Now, Theo, bringing this car over from America,
Mm-hmm.
what modifications had to be made?
Well, obviously, left hand to right hand.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, of course.
And it's a full conversion, because that's the other thing I did research. Some do the crossbar,
Okay.
which is a bar virtually behind the dash.
Wow.
And I didn't like that.
No.
I thought I wanted a full conversion.
You wanted the conversion. Okay.
Yes. So after I did the research for that, that's what they do. And the other thing is the indicators on the left and right fenders.
Right. Okay.
They have to add that on to the fender, which
Oh,
is
of course.
which is not a good thing. But what do I do? I have to comply with it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint them black, because they're chrome. It's the only chrome thing on the car, so I'll get it blacked out by my friend Dom.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, so it's not as obtrusive as it would be if it was black.
If it
You know
was
what I mean?
black, yeah. So if one of your friends has said to you, I want to buy a car overseas and import it, and modifications and that, would you recommend this process?
A lot of people do it.
Okay.
So I don't think what I would say would affect them. I could give them feedback,
Yeah.
and positive feedback, and if I was in their position, that's what I would want someone to do to me.
Fantastic. That's
Yeah,
true. Yes.
yes. So yes, I would recommend it. It's fun.
That's great.
At the end of the day, I think it's a positive thing.
That's fantastic. Well, that concludes our first episode of Car Talk with Michelle, with Theo Demopoulos.
Thank you
And
for having me.
Yeah, and his beautiful Dodge Challenger. So thanks very much for coming.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thanks.
You ready? negative thing about the transformation of this from left hand to right hand is they didn't do the head unit
As in the sat nav?
as the sat nav into Australian maps. Now some do it, but the ones that do it, I wasn't happy with the other stuff.
Okay.
Right, so the guy that found me the car, he says, I'll give you this phone number and he can try and help you out. And when I did ring him, guess who he was? He was the opposition, which means I have to take the car down to Melbourne for them to do the transformation for the head unit. And I said to myself, I'm not going to do that.
Thanks, Theo, for letting us all enjoy the story, the videos, and the photos of your Dodge Challenger Hellcat Redeye. I really enjoyed doing this video and putting it all together, so I hope everyone's enjoyed it. Thanks again, Theo.